So is Zbcn currently presenting an opportunity of a lifetime? The market is rallying right now, but Zbcn is pulling back. Should you buy the dip? I can tell you that some people are definitely buying the dip, but remember, nothing in this video is financial advice. I can always be wrong, so make sure you guys do your own research. Now, before I get into the juicy stuff, for anyone that's looking for a great crypto exchange, make sure you check out my link to BTCC. You get 10% bonus on first-time deposits, extra bonuses up to $10,000. It requires no VPN, no KYC. If you're someone that trades using leverage, you get to use up to 500x leverage. The link will be in my description down below for anyone that is interested. Now, getting into the video here, this is what's going on in the overall market today. Every single coin, pretty much, I mean, you see like 3 here on the bubbles, that's slightly in the red, but most of the coins are green. It's a fantastic day. Fantastic day to be a crypto investor. And this is why I always tell you guys, you got to buy the dips. You got to buy the dips on great support levels, and you can't be afraid to buy the dips. Don't buy the rip, buy the dip. That's how people make the most amount of money in crypto, right? Now, if you're buying the dips during the downtime in the market, right now, you're laughing all the way to the bank. If you're buying the dips on support levels, you are laughing all the way to the bank. I always say, stick to the narrative, stick to the hype coins, and you should be fine in the crypto space. But even though the market is green today, we have Zbcn that unfortunately is not green. It is red. Matter of fact, it's down about 8% in the last 24 hours, right? The current market cap is 130 million. You take a look at the volume is up 35% in the last 24 hours, which is fine. You check out the amount of exchanges, we can see that it's still not listed on Binance or Coinbase. So there's still catalysts left to come for this thing right here. But why is it going down when the rest of the market is going up? That is a very important question. Well, it's not all that important, actually. It's pretty obvious. You know, Zbcn had been rallying. Meanwhile, the markets had been going down. So take a look at this right here. So this is what we were dealing with. This thing went from 00073. Actually, it was lower than that. It was 00071 at the very bottom down here, right? Went all the way up to 00215. Now, if you did get in with me during, when I first started talking about this, you'd have already more than 2x your investment at the top, right? So if you did take some profits, like I always suggest, if you did cash out, if you did take out your initial investment at least, then right now you're rolling with free money. And of course, like if you guys have been following me for a while, I always try to tell you guys, try to roll with free money anytime you possibly can, because we never know when the pullback is going to happen. And right now we are experiencing a pullback, but you guys need to understand, this thing was rallying even during times when the markets was pulling back. So right now that the market is rallying, this thing decides it wants to take a breather. What happens tomorrow though? If the market pulls back tomorrow, will this thing all of a sudden start rallying once again? We don't know, but I would not even be surprised, because this thing does whatever it wants to do. And I'm okay with that. I have other coins in my crypto portfolio that during great times in the market is just going to go alongside with the rally. And I have coins in my portfolio that's going to do the opposite, like Zbcn, that's going to do the complete opposite of what the market is doing. I am completely okay with that. It's just going to do its thing. Let's go over a couple things here on X that I came across. So they posted this an hour ago. Over 2 billion Zbcn now stake on Zebec, earn up to 15% APY. Markets are heating up, time to lock in. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And we can see that people are still buying the dip. Like this person posted an hour ago, had to get the dip and another milli Zbcn. Let's go. Right, so they bought the dip. They're not afraid. And then you see this one right here. Keep stacking Zbcn. Grok says so. And if we pull this thing up right here, the conclusion says, the 24-hour chart of Zbcn shows a volatile session with a recent bearish tilt as the price dropped 8.2% to 0017. Key levels to watch are the support at 0016 and resistance at 0017. Despite the short-term decline, the broader bullish trend up 89.31% in 30 days suggests this could be a temporary pullback. So yeah, I agree. I think this is a temporary pullback. Let's see what the indicator here says. Now you can find this down below. It's called Trade Assist. Lets you know when there's a good time to buy and sell crypto and when there's a bullish and bearish momentum happening in any particular coin. All right, so back here on April 28th, we had a bullish momentum that was fired, and obviously the Zbcn has done fantastic things since then. Right now, where we are currently at, we are basically at support level. So if you were thinking about getting some Zbcn, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Although I do think there is a scenario where we could dip a little bit further. I can see a scenario where we fall to about 00152. So around, yeah, not far from where the price is at right now. So I would think that is a great opportunity if you can get Zbcn at 00152. That's a golden opportunity in my opinion. But remember, nothing here is financial advice. Again, make sure you guys do your own research and make sure you guys have a strategy when it comes to taking profits. Because if you're the type of person that don't like to take profits, you're just going to go up and down all the time with all of these coins. And I'm not only talking about Zbcn, I'm talking about every single coin in the market. We never know what's going to happen next in the world. Like, is Trump going to tweet something negative? Like, what is going to happen? No one knows. Always take profits on the way up. Protect your gains as much as possible. That's how you make the most amount of money in crypto. You guys need to understand that there are so many different coins in the space right now. This isn't last cycle where every single coin is just going to rally and rally and rally. You look at the charts and all you see is green, green, green for like 5 months straight. We're not going to see that in this bull cycle. So make sure you guys take your profits. Don't be greedy here. All right. Definitely super, super important. Now, Zbcn is a coin that I think is going to do great things this bull cycle, especially since there's potential catalysts left to come, like the Binance and Coinbase listing. And what's great is people do have quite easy access to it because it's already listed on KuCoin, the Crypto.com, BingX, Gate.io, Mexi, BitGet, OKX, stuff like that, right? So I definitely see it getting a Binance listing, hopefully sometime this year. And if it does get a Binance listing sometime this year, I expect this thing to go completely parabolic here. But to answer the question if this is presenting an opportunity of a lifetime, well, it's all going to depend on your price target. Where do you see Zbcn actually going? If you do believe that this thing is going to enter at least the $1 billion market cap area, then yes, it's presenting an opportunity for investors to be able to buy at a cheaper price. Now, if you don't think that Zbcn is going to enter $1 billion, you don't think it's going to enter 5 billion, 10 billion, then yeah, it's a different scenario here. But if you're watching this video, most likely you are bullish and you do believe that Zbcn is going to do fantastic things this bull cycle, right? So I do think it's presenting a pretty decent opportunity, but like I said a little while ago, I do see a scenario where it could pull back a little bit further. But regardless, Zbcn is one that is sitting at $130 million market cap. People can actually make some life-changing returns if this project does what I think it's going to do. But again, make sure you guys do your own research. Don't just follow me. Just because I invested and I like this project doesn't mean that you need to necessarily feel the same way. But that's all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. What are you doing with your Zbcn? Are you holding? Did you take profits? That's what I'd like to know. Let me know in the comment section down below. But that's all I have. Until next time, take care.